Alright, what's up, guys? So, WrestleLamia, they have uploaded a video titled 10 Most Racist Moments in Wrestling, WWE, etc. And yeah, I did catch like the first clip that they show, and I had to say, that was a part of wrestling that I missed. But yeah, I had to say out of like all the racist things that I have seen, that's one of the ones it stands out more for me. But WWE done had a lot of racist moments. Like I think even there was this like one wrestler where they made some like terrorist like comments towards him. I can't think of that guy's name at the moment, and I don't want to say the wrong name. But yeah, I was like, bruh, how I'm like there are some things that got away in WWE. I was all like, bro, I don't understand. But it looked like they might have some other things that or other companies that they might talk about. But I feel like WWE, they're gonna probably be on this list a lot. So anyways, with that being said, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to WrestleLamia. More videos like this. And then that being said,
How you doing?
Yeah. What's good in the hood?
Just holding it down, trying to take care of business.
even him saying that was pushing it. But for those that haven't seen what he really, well, they might censor it. Yeah.
Unfortunately, there have been
That's
far
some
too
crazy
many
stuff,
instances
man.
of racism in wrestling throughout the years. A lot of these instances go on behind closed doors and only get revealed later down the line. However, there have been times when major wrestling companies such as WWE have been openly racist on their television programming.
Because of the color of my skin.
But which times were they? Well, join us now as WrestleLamia looks at 10 of the most racist moments in wrestling. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos, and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists.
It's like, please don't ever change this theme song. This, in my opinion, this one of like the best like intro theme songs to like any YouTube channel that I follow.
Number 10, Shelton Benjamin mocks Yoshi Tatsu. In 2009, WWE would debut the talented Yoshi Tatsu on the ECW brand.
Oh, I
For his
remember
debut
that
match,
guy.
Yoshi would go one-on-one with WWE's best in-ring
Dang, I'm like, whatever. Oh, I gotta look that man up. It has been years. I remember when they signed, because they were hyping him up. They was really like, they was giving him a push. That's the name I haven't heard in a while.
Unfortunately, a pre-match promo by Shelton completely overshadowed Yoshi's debut. Before they wrestled, Shelton would mock Yoshi's Japanese accent, threaten to call Godzilla, and even mock the traditional Japanese bow.
Shelton's exceptional mat skills have never...
Wow.
It was incredibly tasteless, and it did absolutely nothing to help get Yoshi over as a new superstar.
Make his debut back on ECW tonight.
There was actually quite a bit of backlash online following the segment, and WWE thankfully moved away from Yoshi's first storyline being solely based on his race. Number 9, Jim Neidhart is a KKK member. And without question, one of the most distasteful moments in pro wrestling history occurred at an independent show in 1995. Virgil was set to take on a wrestler known as Thug. When Thug made his way to the ring, it appeared as if himself and his bodyguard were dressed in KKK outfits. The bodyguard then revealed himself to be Jim Neidhart.
Wow.
The Thug and Neidhart then proceeded to lay out Virgil. It was one of the worst moments in pro wrestling history, and we'll never know why anyone thought it was a good idea in the first place.
Crazy.
Number 8, JBL goes...
Yeah, you cannot. My thing is this, and I think that's why I like WWE. There's just segments that if you want to turn it into a movie, okay, then do that. But I just feel that like wrestling, the environment that it is, you can't do stuff like that,
was
bruh.
hunting for illegal immigrants. Or when Brock Lesnar, Goldberg, and Stone Cold Steve Austin were all absent from
WWE was going to be on this list a lot.
20, WWE urgently needed to create new main event level stars, and one of these stars they would look to was Bradshaw. Bradshaw would be repackaged as JBL and begin a feud with Eddie Guerrero over the WWE title. An element of JBL's new character was a hatred for seemingly anyone who wanted to enter the US. WWE wanted to emphasize this point of his character so much so that they aired a segment which featured JBL hunting for illegal immigrants on the border between Texas and Mexico.
That's crazy.
Towards the end of the infamous segment, JBL would confront a family and then proceed to physically kick one of the individuals as the family ran away. Number 7, Rodney Mack's White Boy.
And you just know on some like real life stuff, I feel that yeah, like a person that's in a situation like that, they would have jumped JBL. I don't care how big that man is or how much he knows how to fight. In a situation where it's him being a wrestler and these guys, you know, fighting for their lives, yeah, I'm me personally, I'm just saying, yeah, JBL, he had found himself waking up that next morning like, what happened? Where am I?
Challenge.
Any white boy, anywhere. Do we have time for this? He can stand up.
Rodney Mack's White Boy Challenge was a short-lived gimmick for Mack in 2003. The gimmick involved Mack challenging any white member of the Raw roster, and then Mack would proceed to squash whoever answered it. This would last for a few months before the challenge was answered by Goldberg, and obviously Goldberg was victorious. But during this time period, Mack was a part of a stable with Teddy Long and Jazz known as Thuggin' and Bugging Enterprises. Now, the stable consisted of African-American superstars who believed that they were being held back due to their race. Unfortunately, although the stable would add a lot of talented superstars such as Mark Henry and Jazz, the group never obtained much popularity. Number 6, Jinder Mahal impersonates Shinsuke. The 2017 push of Jinder Mahal was one of the more controversial pushes in recent memory. Jinder went from a virtual jobber to WWE champion in just a space of a month, and throughout Jinder's run, WWE fans struggled to take him seriously. His run as a WWE champion had some rather underwhelming moments, and unfortunately for Jinder and WWE, a particular segment that he was involved in was universally panned. During his feud with Shinsuke Nakamura, Jinder would cut a promo on SmackDown which featured the WWE champion mocking Nakamura's accent, saying all Japanese people look the same, and he would even compare Nakamura to Mr. Miyagi. The live crowd would chant "That's too far" and "That's racist" as Jinder continued. The backlash was so severe that the WWE was forced to issue a statement. A statement that read, "Just like many other TV shows or movies, WWE creates programming with fictional personalities that cover real-world issues and sensitive subjects. As a producer of such television shows, WWE Corporate is committed to embracing and celebrating individuals from all backgrounds as demonstrated by our diversity of our employees, performers, and fans worldwide."
Yeah,
Number 5,
I don't know. Like, and a part of me wants to believe that too. Like, a part of me wants to be like, yeah, you know, it's fictional, so it's, you know, it's one of those things where it's like it wouldn't be no different than like if a movie comes out and they have like some racist stuff being said or done in the movie. Or TV show or wherever and things. But I just think that with wrestling, and it's like, because I think they're more so looking at it as like, you know, there's like, this is like an all age environment. So like, yeah, you know, you might have adults that understand and be like, oh yeah, this is just, you know, for the entertainment value, I guess. I just don't know what's entertaining about it, but still entertainment value. But a kid though will pick up on that type of stuff, and then yeah, you know, they go to school and be repeating that, and then the wrong teacher hear it, and then yeah, you know, that kid getting suspended or expelled because of something. So yeah, I just think that in some situations and cases, it's like it's probably best, like I said, like turn it into a movie, have it where, you know, it's said and done in there, but just in an environment where kids is there, I think it's best not to showcase it. But anyways,
is not a fan of the black people. A New Year's Revolution in 2006 was notable for a number of things. Edge would win his first ever WWE title by cashing in on John Cena, and Kurt Angle caused a lot of controversy thanks to a racist comment he made during a promo. For some context, Angle would cut a backstage promo alongside manager Daivari. In the promo, Angle would state that his favorite country is France, before randomly revealing that he wasn't a fan of the black people. The point of Angle's promo was for him to make a point that Angle could say anything and the crowd would always cheer for him. Now, although the comment was completely tasteless, WWE decided against editing it off the WWE network, and as of 2021, it's still featured on the pay-per-view in its original form.
Wow.
You know, truth be told, I'm not a very big fan of the black people.
Number 4, Triple H.
Like, Kurt, what did I do to you? Fam, I've supported you throughout the years of me being a wrestling fan. What have I done, bruh? I'm like, dang, bro.
Triple H's match at WrestleMania 19 is without a doubt one of the most controversial storylines in WWE history. The storyline had racist undertones throughout, and one particular promo from Triple H a few weeks before WrestleMania was clear evidence of this. In the promo, Triple H would state, "I think you're a little bit confused about your role in life here. You're going to get to go to WrestleMania, but the fact is, Booker, someone like you doesn't get to be world champion. People like you don't deserve it. That's reserved for people like me. That's where the confusion is. You're not here to be a competitor, you're here to be an entertainer. That's what you do. You entertain people. Hell, you entertain me all the time. Go ahead, do a little dance for me. Go ahead, give me one of those spinneroonies. Entertain me. That's your job. Don't be embarrassed. You're here to make people like me laugh with your nappy hair and your suckers. Well, sadly, it didn't stop there, as the WWE would air segments which featured Triple H throwing money at Booker, telling him to carry his bags, and even Triple H telling Booker to bring him a towel. Although the storyline was controversial, WWE could have made fans forget about the storyline if Booker simply beat Triple H at WrestleMania. Instead, he didn't, and Booker lost clean to Triple H. And to make things worse, the finish of the match involved Triple H hitting a pedigree on Booker and then waiting a whole 30 seconds before going for the pin. Number 3, Vince McMahon drops.
That's crazy. Nah, it's like you have it where that's being said. At least me, if I'm going to write out that story, I'm going to write it out where, yeah, you know, Booker T, he comes out victorious and things, and not on some stuff where it's like he goes through. But and the part of me, like, I'm still remembering that it's like they're just trying to depict, like, you know, real world real life situations. And yeah, you know, at times, like, you'll hear a conversation like that with you and things. And it's as messed up as it is, but it's like, I just don't think it ends with like, oh yeah, then, you know, you end up losing in life and then you just move on, I guess. Nah, it's like, you gonna have to write in some victorious moments and stuff. Like, you can't just let it just end like, I mean, yeah, it was years ago, but still, I'm like, in a day and age like this, y'all shouldn't let stuff like that slide, so.
It's the N-word. At the 2005 Survivor Series, Vince McMahon would have a backstage promo with WWE Champion John Cena. To close the promo, the WWE Chairman would refer to Cena as the N-word and just walk off.
Keep it up.
Vince would then walk past Booker T and Sharmella, and Booker then proceeded to deliver his trademark catchphrase,
He didn't just say that.
Now, this without a doubt was one of the most tasteless and backward segments WWE have ever aired, and it just so happens to feature the WWE Chairman himself. According to Bruce Pritchard, it was a different time and admits that the segment doesn't hold up. He stated,
I don't think it holds up well. Probably so. Well, I think that there were people whose opinions were asked, and, you know, again, it's just a different time and a different place where we did different things that were not, you know, not things that hold up. When I go back and I'm into the Alfred Hitchcock hour now, taping it every single night, you know, you sit there and you watch some of the things of on television of men just basically slapping the shit out of women back and forth as if it was just another day at the office. And it's just time has a way of making things cringeworthy. You know, again, it just different time, different place, different mentality.
The infamous segment.
Yeah, I will vouch on that, where it's like there are movies and TV shows that I like remember and things. I'm like, how come they don't ever show those movies and TV shows? And then like when you actually like watch it and you sit and they're like, that's why they don't show those movies and TV shows. Yeah, they just, you know, that's a real thing where it's like there's just things that were said and done back then that it could not be possible now. Like, unless it's like in a, like I said, a movie fashion, TV show fashion, where they give out some warning like, hey, by the way, like, this is fictional, this ain't real, blah blah blah. So
segment has since been edited off the network, but it's still a clip that often gets shared around social media. Number 2, Blackface in WWE. Now, WWE has unfortunately had a long-standing history with allowing their superstars to use blackface in a storyline. The first instance of this was with Roddy Piper, who proceeded to wear half blackface and half body paint for his feud with Bad News Brown. Another infamous segment took place in the Attitude Era, and it featured DX doing an impersonation of the Nation of Domination stable. In the segment, X-Pac would impersonate as Mark Henry and would have blackface to try and mimic Henry. X-Pac has gone on record to say that he hates the segment and wish it never occurred. This segment has been since edited off the WWE Network, and the final instance of this took place in the Attitude Era and featured Goldust in blackface for a match with Flash Funk. Now, the reason for this was at the time Goldust was going through an identity crisis and was trying out new gimmicks. And number 1, Hulk Hogan's rant. In 2015, it was revealed that wrestling legend Hulk Hogan had gone on an anti-black rant during his leaked tape. In the rant, Hogan would express disgust with the idea of his daughter Brooke dating a black man. Hogan would repeatedly use the N-word as well as admit to being a racist. Following this revelation, WWE would cut ties from Hogan, releasing him from his contract, as well as removing him from the WWE Hall of Fame. Hogan would also have all his merchandise pulled, and Mattel would stop making action figures of Hogan. As of today, Hogan believes that he's apologized to both the locker room and the WWE Universe. However, some don't feel that way. But there you have it, folks.
Yeah, because I made, well, the video's
racist
almost
moments
over.
in wrestling. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.
It's like I had made a TikTok where I was making, fun of that whole Hulk Hogan situation. And yeah, there was some people in the comments where they was all like they don't care anymore, but there was others where they still stand by, just that Hulk Hogan hatred and things. And if people were to ask me, I'm like, I don't really care. It wasn't like he was directing it towards me. Don't get me wrong, like directed it, just towards like black people in general. Like, no, that's crazy. That's just something that he's gonna have to live with. I'm like, that's what I overall mean by that, where it's all like, I'm not losing any sleep over it. I'm not gonna let Hulk Hogan. It's like, man, I'm like, it's one of those things where I'm like, I can sit here and be disrespectful and talk about this man because I'm like, fam, look at you throughout your whole career. I'm like, there's some things that's questionable, but I'm not gonna get into it. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like, he has to sleep at night knowing he said what he said, knowing how he feels, and if he feels like that still to this day, that's just something that he's gonna have to live with. Me, on the other hand, I ain't losing no sleep at night over it. So, yeah, man, it's just one of those things where, there's just there's some racism in areas of this world where you don't really think the racism will be there, but turn on the TV and you might, I don't think not now with WWE, but yeah, let's say if this had been like early 2000s or just any point in time before like stuff started, changing and things, yeah, you definitely would have seen some racist stuff. But anyways, yeah, guys, make sure if y'all haven't, go subscribe to WrestleLamia for more videos like this. Like, subscribe to me too, and I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.